In order to stoke up the usual suspects, he talks about 4-star hotels. He's been talking about them this morning. And we've tried to find out why. We asked Alex Chalk's office yesterday why he was talking about asylum seekers being in 4-star hotels, i.e. enjoying the same levels of accommodation that a paying customer in a 4-star hotel would routinely receive. We haven't heard back from them at all. Here's the response from Robert Jenrick's Home Office. We're not going to comment on this. So you have a government minister touring studios, obviously not this one, or rather not while I'm in it. You have government ministers touring studios stating repeatedly that asylum seekers are staying in 4-star hotels or demanding 4-star hotels or being removed from 4-star hotels. You asked 2 separate government departments in the last 48 hours, last 24 hours, Justice and Home Office, to provide us with some evidence to back up this rhetoric, some evidence to back up this claim. And they can't.
If somebody is destitute, then they would accept this perfectly decent form of accommodation. And we shouldn't have a sort of a la carte menu where you can decide which form of accommodation suits you, or you can demand to be put up in a 4-star hotel. The public would rightly be looking on that, askance.
We're not going to comment on this, says a spokesman. We're not going to comment on this. Why not, lads? You can't admit. You're part of the blob, aren't you? Depending on what day of the week it is. It's a pitiful job working as a civil servant for these clowns, isn't it? So one day you open up the newspaper and they're attacking you for being part of the blob, and the next day the phone rings, it's a journalist asking you to provide some evidence for the latest brain fart to emerge from the mouth of Robert Jenrick, and you know that you can't because you know it's not true, but you can't say that, so you have to say we're not going to comment on this. And yet there are people up and down the country increasingly persuaded that what they're saying is true.